Welcome to this Wanderlust episode where we'll be going to the city that never sleeps, New York. This is gonna be a long episode, so get your snacks, your popcorn, sit back, and enjoy the show. We're taking Groome transportation with its bus service to ATL Airport. It's a really convenient alternative to the usual bus services like Greyhound, and a cheaper option than taking an Uber, since my area is about an hour and a half away from the airport. Once we arrive at the airport, we did the self-check-in for our bags, and I didn't have to worry about the boarding passes, since I have it online through Delta Airlines app. So I went straight to the TSA checkpoint, which took not more than 5 minutes. After that, I rode the airport train going to Concourse E. That's on the other side of the airport, next to the international terminal. So riding the train is a must, or else it will probably take about half an hour of walking. I'm pretty early, so there's still time for some late lunch. Just perfect because there's a Panda Express on Concourse E. And after that, I went straight to the gate. So yeah, we're finally here at the gate. It's kind of quiet here. It's weird because this is ATL Airport, right? The busiest in the world, but it's pretty quiet. So we're just chilling here waiting for our aircraft, and then we're off to New York.
Did you catch it?
Yeah.
Dang. I've never watched one land.
So here's our aircraft. We have an Airbus A330-300, which is a decent aircraft for a short flight from Atlanta to New York.
I'm going to 20 feet.
20 feet? Okay.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
What seat you're going to?
Yeah. Now that's a really beautiful air traffic control tower right there. And after a while, it was time for pushback.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta for 100 years and counting. Delta.
Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal chip into the buckle.
We're taxiing to runway 9 left. Now, let's listen closely to the takeoff sound. You'll hear me speak, and that's the usual thing that pilots say at that moment. Takeoff. Thrust set. Knots. V1. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Now, this is probably one of the most beautiful landings I'll ever experience, since we're landing during the sunset, facing the sun with a Manhattan skyline in view. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I do. And after that landing, it took about half an hour before we arrived at the gate. You know, this is JFK, so this is pretty much expected. Now the real challenge began. No one's gonna pick us up at the airport. I initially planned to take the air train to Jamaica and then public transport to Queens, where we'll be staying tonight. But I felt really tired and hungry that I just booked an Uber ride from the airport straight to my Auntie Geraldine's place. We'll be traveling solo going to downtown Manhattan, and it's my first time to do it. We'll be taking an express bus from Queens to Battery Park. This is really convenient since you only need your credit card and just tap to pay. It's a million times cheaper than Uber, and you get to experience New York like a local. Ain't that cool? It's a beautiful day. I'm really thankful since the weather forecast said it'll be raining hard today. We'll be visiting the most iconic New York places today, and it'll also be the busiest one, so it'll be a total mess to have bad weather, right? But nope. We arrived pretty early, but later we'll be riding a ferry going to Liberty Island to see the Statue of Liberty. We're not only seeing it from afar or outside, but we're also going in and to its pedestal. I'm so excited that I was the first one to line up, and they have airport grade security, so everyone's safe. I thought that would be alright, but apparently, it's for the employees working for Liberty and Ellis Island. The park ranger guided us down. As our ride, the Lady Liberty ship arrives. Before going in, they deployed a K9 unit to check the ship. And after a while, the captain gave the go signal. We can see the entire downtown Manhattan skyline from this angle. It only gets better from here, as I'll be showing you later at Liberty and Ellis Island. Now for the main attraction, here's the Statue of Liberty. See that small terrace area just below the statue's feet? That's the pedestal, and it's where we'll be going later. Ain't that cool? Up close and personal with Lady Liberty. Now you're seeing what I'm talking about earlier. The view of the downtown Manhattan skyline from here is stunning, right? But before that, we go straight to our most important task for today.
Middle there, look up, you can see the inside. I recommend you walk down. These lower levels are nice, and you exit outside and can make your way here to the fort. Get some nice views of the front.
You have two options. You can either go up through stairs or you can take the elevator. However, the lift can only bring you up to the pedestal. If you want to go to the crown, it's only accessible through another set of stairs. By the way, did you know? The outer skin of the statue is copper, so it was originally reddish-brown in color, similar to a penny. But as oxidation occurs over the year, it became green as a protective layer formed. After the statue, we're going to the museum. But let me grab some bites since it's lunchtime. Thank you. I had fish and chips, which actually tasted decent. And it's funny because the birds around are trying to find the perfect time to steal my food. Now onto the museum. A lot of stuff going on here.
He searches for the perfect site and finds it. Headless Island, just a tiny speck of land in New York Harbor.
For instance, this foot right here. This is the color that I was talking about earlier. My absolute favorite is the original torch. So we just ate our lunch and now we're here at the Statue of Liberty Museum. In my opinion, this walkway offers the best view of downtown Manhattan. It may not be the closest though, but we'll get there later when we check out Ellis Island. They have a gift shop with a lot of items like toys, shirts, statues, and even patches. However, I was looking for a challenge coin but to no avail. Anyway, time to go to Ellis Island. The ferry ticket that I bought includes this. So from Battery Park, it takes you to Liberty Island first, then Ellis Island, and then back to Battery Park. Though, they have a separate terminal on New Jersey too, which takes you on both islands too, in the same order. The highlight here is the National Museum of Immigration. For those not familiar, immigrants back in the days had to go here before they can be admitted to the United States. They're inspected medically to prevent pandemics and mentally through logic puzzles and old school IQ tests. That's also why the Statue of Liberty is so iconic, because all these immigrants had to pass through the statue before they can get here. After the museum, I checked this area with a good view of the downtown Manhattan skyline. This is a little bit closer than Liberty Island, but I still prefer the view from earlier, though this is also beautiful. So that's it for us here in Liberty Island and Ellis Island. Now, we will be going to the World Observatory. It's up there! Now, time to go back to Battery Park, commute to the 9/11 Museum, and World Observatory. the bus stops are just too far, so we're taking the one train through the subway since it's the most convenient going there. On our way there, our train station was connected to the Oculus, and it was recommended by my auntie Geraldine, so I checked it out too. Now, we can see the One World Trade Center, the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. But before that, we're going to pay our respects on the heroes and victims of the 9/11 attack in 2001 first. Have you noticed those numbers in the pillar? Those are the amounts of lives lost on each department. For instance, for NYPD, the police department, 23 officers lost their lives. And for FDNY, the fire department, 343 firefighters lost their lives too. We have a couple more things here from the wreckage, such as this fragment from the transmission tower at the top of one of the towers, elevator motor, and fire truck. We also have this very beautiful motorcycle honoring the first responders. After that, we just grab some drink and we go straight to One World Observatory. As mentioned before, this is the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. But how can they build something like this here in Manhattan? The entire Manhattan area actually sits on a durable and stable bedrock which can support heavy structures. That's the reason why iconic skyscrapers like the Empire State Building and Rockefeller Center were able to be built back in the days. Whoa! Guys, I'm feeling it. We're going up fast. Oh, this is great.
Welcome to One World Observatory.
Now, did you love that elevator show? Well, if you wanna enjoy it alone, you have to remember to buy the VIP ticket, which sets you back an extra $30. But you receive $15 off from any purchase on their cafe, restaurant, or gift shop, so it's not that bad. If not, then you'll be accompanied with 3 other people that might obstruct some part of the show. Although regardless of your ticket, the views up here are amazing, and you enjoy the same view with a regular ticket or a VIP ticket.
And we're going down. Whee! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It's like a roller coaster, guys. It's awesome. I can feel it. The pressure. That was fun. That was... wow.
Thank you for visiting One World Observatory.
Now we're done with everything for today, so it's time to go home. That'll be a challenge too, since it's rush hour now and we never did this. But that's what this trip is all about, right? So it's gonna be the express bus all the way back again. Anyway, before going home, we got some halal food from this kiosk, highly recommended by my mom.
We got some halal food. So this is the halal food. It's called combo. We're going there with Tita Jean. Hello, Tita. Tatawid tayo, Tita.
The weather forecast was a day late, so it's raining today. But it's fine since we're going around Midtown Manhattan, and going around while raining isn't that much of a big deal. We're going there with Auntie Geraldine, and we'll be meeting Auntie Marlene at our first stop, which is St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Buti na lang weatherproof yung cellphone.
Isn't this a really beautiful looking cathedral? I remember the cathedral I visited in Savannah, Georgia. And this one is comparable, or even better at some parts. Anyway, this is where the priest delivers his homily. Now, our next stop is Rockefeller Center with their signature fountain. Aside from that, we passed through Radio City Music Hall, which is also iconic here in Midtown Manhattan. After that, there was a really heavy rain, so we decided to go to our lunch place, which is Tai Fung, a Michelin star restaurant. Or should the Europeans say, Michelin star. Tai Fung in Asia is very affordable, so when my cousin Michelle offered this restaurant, I was like, that's actually a good idea. In my mind, I was expecting to save my Auntie Geraldine some money since it's her treat, but I was dead wrong. It's really expensive, although I think that's pretty normal in the Manhattan area. We ordered their signature xiaolongbao, some noodle soup, and other stuff. I enjoyed it overall. Auntie Marlene is really loving it. By the way, sarap, it means delicious. Now, next to the Statue of Liberty, this is probably the most popular spot here in New York, so there are lots of scammers visible. It's the Times Square. The good thing is that, according to my friends here in the US, I actually look like a local, so I really never had any experience with these scammers. But I can see them everywhere, so if you're planning to go here, better watch out. After that, we went to Bryant Park to rest a little bit before checking out the New York Public Library. They have some stores here, mostly selling fake jewelry, DIY stuff, arts, and some crafts. The New York Public Library is accessible for everyone, so you can definitely go inside. This is an absolute paradise for bookworms. I even witnessed a performance of students from New York University's Tisch School of the Arts. The catch is, they had to perform and communicate their story without music or speaking, so it's a silent performance. And now, we're kinda near the Grand Central Terminal. So we're checking it out. At the same time, we're riding the 7 train back to Queens. It's insane because we're actually about 4 floors below the ground and going here felt like a maze. Before going home, we meet up with cousin Michelle and had dinner at Kyuramen around Queens, and I absolutely loved it.
Everything okay?
Yeah. My Uncle Rodney gave us a ride to Melanie's place.
Everyone say hi to the camera. Hello. Hey, so cute.
And today, it's time for the Club Sandwich Day.
Definitely 5 stars for now. This is a nice bridge. Hi, Mish.
Hi.
Hi, Mel. Hi, Clarice. Hi, David.
We're going to the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. It's actually the second biggest mall and the biggest indoor water park and theme park in the US. It even has an indoor ski park. Yes, you heard that correctly. A ski park inside the mall.
David is there running towards Pop Mart.
We had lunch at the MrBeast Burger, which is a huge check in my bucket list. We played arcade, although those crane games are so rigged. But they argue it's skill issue. I don't know. We played together and had fun.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go.
We checked out that ski park that I was talking about earlier. You can see it even has that, I don't know what it's called, cable car thingy that takes you up. Aside from that, we have 2 mini golf parks we went with the one for adults. They're really confused since I did a hole-in-one on most holes, but it's because I actually do the real golf so I can putt.
That's the condition is for the game.
When we're done, we checked out the water park, although you can't even film inside, so we didn't bother. Went into a big 2-story candy store. And then went into the Nickelodeon theme park.
She's really competitive.
Melanie really wanted to ride a roller coaster, so Clarice and David went with her.
Si David lang ikita.
Well, look closely on their faces after. I think they're regretting it. Anyway, after that, we went into a hot pot place since Melanie and Clarice really wanted. David and I were against it, but we gave it a shot believing that the one we tried back then was just bad, and we loved it. This restaurant is so good, although it set each of us back $62. Again, not surprising for this area of the country.
Love this photo. I'm so sorry. I've been wanting, like, I've been seeing this Pokemon sleeping. I wish they made one for each one because I want like a specific one.
That's my squirrel right there.
Naliligaw na po kami. We don't know where we are. If someone finds this phone, we're still alive.
Just kidding, I'm dropping you off at the train. Okay, everyone.
Hindi ka kita. Yeah, it's too dark.
After that tiring day, Melanie brought us to a special tour of the city and everything is great. The best morning you'll ever have is to wake up with a Filipino breakfast. Just perfect since it's our last day and we're off to another busy day. For our final day, we're headed towards the Met. We took the usual express bus and then transferred to the city bus. To be honest, commuting in New York, this is actually one of the highlights of my trip.
Hello, Tita.
You know what? I underestimated this place.
Food spa, Tita.
Imagine this. On each floor, there are around 6 to 8 exhibit areas, and there are 3 floors here. So that's around 20 plus exhibits, give or take. It took us 3 hours just to explore 3 of those 20 plus exhibits. I even drop a lot of video clips since it really gets boring for some people. I really think the best way to enjoy this is to go here personally and just take your time.
Bathtub. I hate bathtubs though. Coffin ko. Pero ang design puro mga anime. Saka Doraemon. Thank you. Hello, Tita.
Hello.
Having our lunch.
That was just the first exhibit, centered towards Greek and Roman culture. Before we went to the next 2, we took a simple lunch outside. But now, look at this exhibit. Do you see those carvings? Those are the actual carvings from the Paleolithic period. Whenever I see anything Egyptian, the scenes from the movie Mummy comes into mind. Now we're on another exhibit, centered towards Christianity. We can see a couple of items here, like a crucifix, books, art pieces, and statues. So for now, that's it for the Met, or the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Now we're checking out the Central Park. At this time, it's the peak of the pollen season, so we're really struggling. But this is just too beautiful to miss. I mean, the first time I've been here last 2011, we never visited this place. Now that I've seen it, it's actually worth it. You know what? I love this fountain here. And the ceiling art? It's just amazing. Hi, doggy. Now, we're on the way back to Queens. We're taking the art train since we have a stop at Elmhurst to check out the crane game place there called Plucky Station.
Officers from the NYC are on the platform should you need their assistance.
I need to win something for my mom and my cousin Michelle at least. So I went and actually got a couple. After that, we rested at home and had some family dinner afterwards. So that's it for the New York episode of the Wanderlust. I appreciate everyone that became part of this vlog. Please consider following and subscribing for more content in the future. Thank you for watching and have a good one, my fellow panda. Now let's enjoy another takeoff video of the Boeing 737-900 aircraft. A special thanks to my parents, Pablo and Chris, for the never-ending support.